Hi there, I'm Daniel Cusco.
And I'm John Hildebrand.
This is Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Up first, we have Maureen Berry and Allie Kite with Interpersonal Skills.
Matthew, Michael Dwayne,
Anastasia Goff,
Amanda,
Lena Coates,
Julie Hockler.
What do these South students and teachers have in common? This is Allie Kite and Maureen Berry reporting for KSMS. We wanted to take a deeper look at how Interpersonal Skills class helps both cadet teachers and students learn important social skills.
They learn more social skills, they're able to do more on their own, and they learn more as in like schooling and ways to respect other people and stuff like that.
I think it helps with their relations with other students in school as well as friends and family outside of school.
One of the main focuses of interpersonal skills is respect.
We teach about how to interact with others, how to show respect, how to show empathy.
They kind of learn how to more respect, how to work better with people that they don't know as well.
Cadets and students work together on activities that will teach students skills that they will use in the real world.
They all get to make up basically little skits that teach them things about life. I think that they get the biggest kick out of that, and I think they get the biggest kick out of actually watching them.
We do a lot of worksheets, we go on a lot of field trips, we do video models and stepping outs on weekends where you hang out with them outside of school.
Beneficial IPS activities are also a lot of fun.
We get to do, I want to say game days every Friday, so that's really fun. You get to play with them. But we do a lot of video models where we go and they give us a situation and we make video models out of it. And all of the students really love it and it's a lot of fun. So then we go back in the classroom and we get to watch it and then kind of talk about how things went well and how things didn't and how we can improve the next time.
Shawnee Mission South students find all kinds of ways to volunteer, including Interpersonal Skills class. For KSMS, this has been Allie Kite and Maureen Berry.
The Shawnee Mission South Academic Decathlon team makes it an ACADozen with this year's 12th straight win at the state level.
Here's Jay Michaels and Maureen Berry with their feature.
Many students roam the halls and talk about South's basketball, football, and soccer teams. However, the most successful program at South often goes unmentioned. This is Academic Decathlon.
Academic Decathlon is a national competition. It was started probably between 25 and 30 years ago to challenge high school students to master material that they don't normally study. Every year there is a theme, and we study that theme through 10 different subjects.
Here's a quick breakdown of how academic decathlon competitions work. The 10 subjects are divided into 2 categories, objective tests and subjective tests. The 7 objective tests are art, music, economics, language and literature, social science, math, and super quiz. The 3 subjective events are the essay, the 4-minute prepared speech, and the 2-minute impromptu speech.
South has been very successful in academic decathlon. This year, if we could win state, it would be our 12th year in a row.
Team success can be attributed to the students' hard work and dedication. We asked some of the members exactly how much time they spend preparing.
You probably should spend, half an hour a day studying.
Anywhere from 5 to 10 hours every week.
Every moment of my life after school.
Typical students may think of Acadec as nothing more than extra schoolwork, but the members had good reasons for joining the team and find their time is well rewarded.
You're getting this really broad base of knowledge.
It really seemed like something interesting and a good way to learn about a whole broad range of new topics.
And I think it's a really good preparation for the extent you have to work for college.
So I really wanted to be part of the tradition that we have at Shawnee Mission South.
That tradition continued this year when the team won for the 12th year in a row, making it an ACADozen. We wish them good luck as they move on to nationals this spring. Reporting for KSMS, this has been Jerry Ann Ward and Jay Michaels.
10111000010101111.
John, what's that?
Well, if you understood binary, Daniel, you'd understand that Erica Lang and Chase Allison are up with SMS Robotics.
Hey, Mr. Williams. Do you know where Mr. Wells is?
He's downstairs somewhere.
All right, thanks. Mr. Wells? Mr. Wells? Mr. Wells?
Welcome to Robotics!
During my adventure, I decided to find out what robotics really means at SMS.
Robotics here at South is the opportunity to build a fairly large, complicated robot and compete against other high school teams from around the United States and even around the world. They do learn to think a little bit, solve problems. They learn to work with other people, which is a good skill. Just some pretty neat skills that you may not be aware that high school students have.
We wanted to hear from the students what the best part of robotics is.
Just getting to learn all the mechanics and design of it.
The whole building the robot part.
I like being able to build stuff and design stuff that it just is fun to do.
I like working on the robot.
Yeah, the building and everything.
I like the brainstorming and all the ideas that we have. It's like the creativity of our group.
With so many parts to a robot, I wondered how the team raises enough funds for the competition.
There are various ways we raise money. One of those is our pancake breakfast. We have it the same day as the kickoff, which is the date that first reveals the competition, what the game is going to be like.
While there are many things up in the air, the future of robotics isn't one of them. For KSMS, this has been Chase Allison and Erica Lang reporting.
Come on, KSMS, we're supposed to be working and getting stuff done.
Fine. What a joke. I have a better chance of winning a dog show than that thing.
Showing the more spiritual side of student sports.
We have Clayton Johnson, Max Eddington, and Max Wagner with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
This is FCA, or Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It is a group of students that meet every Thursday morning to talk about how religion affects not only their athletic lives, but also their lives in general.
As soon as you start letting God run your life, He's going to do amazing things. He's got a divine plan for you.
It is sponsored by head football coach Ryan Lonergan, as well as head basketball coach Brett McFall.
Well, it's just, it's a group of guys and girls getting together to talk about Christianity and talk about their relationship with Jesus. Whether being a teacher or especially a coach, a lot of eyes are always on you, and I have a chance to influence athletes and students every single day.
FCA is a place for me to go to meet with kids that share common morals and values. It's a good place to go show kids that, my character and what I think and value and what's important in life and beyond.
Through prayer and group discussion, the FCA members get in touch with their spiritual beliefs and get the opportunity to share their love of Christianity with their fellow students and teachers. And one of the leaders of this organization is sophomore Colson Bales, a varsity athlete in basketball and baseball, shares his insight on what FCA is all about.
Well, I have my fellow athletes and they're with me and my teammates, and it's an important time in my week. I don't get much of a Christian influence during the week in school, so we get to talk and pray together. How would I describe it? It's a fun place. There's a lot of energy in there. We talk a lot, so It's a good place to be on a Thursday morning.
Another one of the FCA members, sophomore Clayton Johnson, explains what they do at FCA.
FCA to me is basically just a group of Christians gathering on Thursday mornings, eating donuts and just hanging out and really just bonding and having fellowship and just learning more about Christ and just trying to really pursue him and further our relationship with him.
So after everything that you've learned from FCA, faith and sports do come together here at Shawnee Mission South. Reporting for KSMS, this has been Max Wagner, Max Eddington, and Clayton Johnson. If you're interested in joining FCA, be sure to go to room 151 on Thursday at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Up next, we have Gabe Alanese and Megan Pontius with Science Olympiad.
To most students, science is merely a class, but to some, science becomes an extracurricular activity, worthy of extra time and study. Science Olympiad meets after school every week to prepare for competitions and to build a broad base of scientific knowledge. But what exactly is Science Olympiad?
Science Olympiad is an opportunity to have kids participate in 23 different events. Some of those are building events. They'll build a robot arm, have a gravity-powered vehicle. They'll do towers. Others are more academic events. There's a Fermi question thing, which is more kind of a knowledge of science and in lots of different areas.
There's a lot of variety in it. Like say you don't like music or you don't like a certain aspect of science. Then you can do another aspect, say ecology or chemistry, and there's just so many different varieties of it that there's a good spot for pretty much everyone.
I get to learn about building mechanical devices and electronic stuff.
It's so cool because they build something out of nothing that can move and they can control and does tasks. And I'm totally amazed that they can put bits of metal and circuit boards together and make a robot that does some fantastic things.
Members discuss their favorite events, what keeps them coming back, and why they are invested in the program.
My favorite event's Write It, Do It. And it's basically where like you have a partner and one person writes something and the person does it. And when you go into this room and there's like little objects like built out of like Legos or magnetics or gumdrops or toothpicks. I mean, it can be really whatever. And the writer has 25 minutes to write down directions on how to make it. And it's really specific like color and like position and things like that. And then the doer, after you're done writing, gets your instructions and like the pieces that's made, and they have to do it as fast as they can.
It's fun because, you know, you get to like challenge yourself, you know, intellectually.
I don't know, I just think it's a lot of fun and it's kind of interesting.
It's a lot of random fun.
My favorite event is Eggonaut. They change from year to year, you know, but Eggonaut was an event last year where you had to build a water-powered rocket which carried an egg, and then they would like time how long the rocket was in the air, and then you got lots of bonus points if the egg didn't break, so you had to make like a crazy rocket thing with like a parachute.
Goals and expectations keep the members focused on future competitions.
So we intend to make it state again.
Hopefully we'll get a medal at state.
In individual events, I'd like to medal.
Personal goals would be to medal and on my events at regionals.
To win.
Yeah. This has been Gabriel Alanese and Megan Pontius reporting for KSMS.
Te amo, Ioannis.
Gracias Tibiago, Daniel. Up next, Daniel and I explore the world of Latin Club and SMS Coalition.
I hear he fights crime.
I heard he grew that beard over lunch.
I hear he can speak Latin and sign language.
His hands feel like rich brown suede.
Some may call him the most interesting man in the world. We call him Dr. James Ross the Boss Leak, and he has sponsored both Latin Club and Coalition. We sat down with the man himself to ask a few questions.
Latin Club is a social organization primarily. The club meetings are only for the officers because they're a time where they can get together and meet and plan the activities. Either play frisbee or throw dodgeballs or ice skate in toga or eat at a restaurant or go to a movie. You know, the downhill sledding that we did back in the back many years ago in toga, but you have to have snow on the ground to do that. The dodgeball events are a lot of fun. Get a lot of aggressions released.
Not only does he sponsor Latin Club, but he also is taking Coalition under his wing.
coalition came to me. They needed someone to sponsor them, and I said yes. So it was kind of a leap of faith or in the dark or something. I really didn't know much about what I was getting into. To allow the students to do what they need to do, and they've shown good initiative. And one of the things I've kind of urged them to do is to get involved with local or projects that aren't so far away as Africa.
Well, this is Donate for Donuts, and you can bring supplies or give $1. And the supplies and money are going to go for supplies to kids in Guatemala.
Wait. You said that? I can't hear it.
Keep going.
Wrong way.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Up next, we have Gabe Alaniz and Elise Haas with Heritage Choir.
At South, Heritage Singers is one of the most prestigious artistic programs offered. Choir director Mr. Case tells us what it takes to become a Heritage Singer.
You have to audition, so there's an audition process where they get all their teachers' recommendations, they do a singing audition, sight singing audition, and then write an essay. And then the final audition requirement is that they sit down and do a one-on-one interview with me. They talk about their commitment to the group and the other things that they're committed to, and then ultimately we pick the top 24 out of that.
I decided to audition for Heritage because music is something that I want to pursue in my life, so I wanted to be able to be in the highest level things I could in high school before I went to college.
Christoph Nevins, choir vice president, explains the challenges that come with being in such an elite choir.
Definitely the time commitment, because we have things thrown at us at a drop of a hat, like say the organization leader of all the choirs, at some point like this year was like, all right, you have 2 weeks to get 4 songs ready for this contest we're doing, go, so we definitely have to be ready to drop everything and work on at the drop of a hat, essentially.
Choir president Haley White and Heritage singer Sarah Stevens express what they love most about being in Heritage.
Much fun, there's only 24 of us, so 3 people for each part, so you just get a chance to really get to know everyone, and Mr. Case is awesome, and so on top of, just being really serious about our parts, you just get to have fun.
And now Cates shares why he enjoys teaching Heritage so much.
They're also really diverse. Kids from all different walks of life and all different sides of the school come together. And that's the coolest thing, is that they're all so different, but they come together and they bond. And by the time we get to the end of the year, some of them are sitting next to their best friends who they never thought that they would be friends with. So that's really cool.
So now I know what it's like to be a Heritage singer and what it takes to be in such an elite choir. This has been Elise Haas and Gabe Guild reporting with KSMS.
Up next, we have Gabe Guild and Nash Medlock with a scoop on South Hoops.
I believe that we will win. 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 I believe that we will win.
last but certainly not least,
we have some up-and-coming new talent to the KSMS program.
This is Mauricio with KSMS. Do you guys enjoy paintball? Well, we found the perfect place for you. Jaggers Paintball!
Jaggers Paintball offers an intense paintball experience that is both fun and competitive. Here's what Isaac Johnson has to say.
I say I love Jaggers. I've been playing for about 11 years now. Used to work here, and just play now here, left and right when I can.
Pro Shop employee Billy Stone offers a little more on the history of Jaggers Paintball.
How did you guys get started?
Get started about 17 years ago. Idea of just paintballing in a cave, and pretty much the most unique paintball experience on the earth right now.
Is paintball a professional sport?
Yeah, there's a professional sport behind it. It's in every way genuinely a sport now.
Barry Smith tells a little more on the paintball experience and how to prepare for paintball.
Do paintballs hurt? Yes and no. You know, it feels like getting snapped with a wet towel, but when you're out there playing, you got a bunch of adrenaline going through you, and you barely feel it.
What are some of the clothes that people are supposed to wear to play paintball?
When you first start out, most people wear like 2 layers of loose-fitting clothing. That way, you know, it absorbs some of the hit, and don't wear your brand new clothes out because it's kind of a dirty sport. Once you get on further in, they have actually like specialized padding and pants and jerseys and stuff like that.
Reporting for KSMS, this has been Mauricio.
R&E Boxing Club, located at 75th and Quivira. It offers a different kind of workout that gives you strength, technical training, and cardiovascular workouts that emphasizes self-defense and self-discipline. Our instructions moves at a pace to accommodate your physical abilities. We know that fighting in the ring is not for everyone, so whether you want to compete or just achieve an excellent, healthy lifestyle, R&E Boxing will get you there. We look forward to working with you.
Hey, my name is Gage. I've been boxing for a while now. My favorite thing to do is boxing because I'm really into it and I'm really good at it, and you could be too. I come here every day after school, and it's a lot of fun.
I got started in October. It's always been a dream of mine to open my own gym, and I had a little bit of encouragement come in June, and it kind of pushed me to want to open my own gym. With the help of my dad, we were able to do that, and with the support and love of everybody else in the community and from the gym that followed us before, here we are today, 3 months later, with 200 people signed up, so we're not doing too bad.
You can get fit and have fun for the low price of $45 a month. Ages are 4 and up at R&E Boxing Club.
R&E! Who are we? R&E! Who are we? R&E!
All right, guys, we will see you on Friday.
This has been KSMS with Matt, Joe, Logan, and Leo.
Well, that's it for Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Daniel Cusco.
And I'm John Hildebrandt. Thank you for tuning in.